What was your, "Oh, so that's what it was for" moment that took you too long to find out? For almost a year, I genuinely believed that the big orange buckets at the front of Home Depot were their version of a shopping basket. It started the first time I went in there by myself. I just moved into my first apartment and needed to hang some shelves. I didn't grow up in a handy household. My dad was the call-a-guy type, so Home Depot might as well have been Narnia to me. The shelves I bought didn't come with hardware, so I walked into Home Depot with a vague list and zero clue what I was doing. Right by the entrance, there was a giant stack of those bright orange 5-gallon buckets. I figured, okay, these must be like their shopping carts. It made sense in my head. Bigger store, bigger stuff, buckets instead of baskets. So I picked one up and started tossing things in. Wall anchors, a small hammer, a stud finder, a measuring tape. It was clunky and awkward to carry, but I thought, well yeah, it's hardware shopping. This is part of the deal. When I got to the checkout, I put the bucket up on the counter with all my stuff inside, and the cashier rang everything up and then paused. She pointed at the bucket and said, "Do you want this too?" I thought she was making sure I didn't accidentally leave it behind. I said no thanks and left it there. This routine repeated itself for months. I'd go into Home Depot, grab a bucket, use it to carry my stuff around, and leave it at the register. Sometimes the cashier would ask if I wanted to buy it. I always politely declined. They never said anything else, and I never thought twice about it. What made it worse was I started developing a weird pride about using the bucket. I thought I'd hacked the system, like I was doing Home Depot the right way. I'd see people pushing those huge orange carts and think, amateurs. All you need is the bucket. One time I was in there grabbing a bunch of plumbing parts, and a guy next to me complimented my choice of hose clamps. I said thanks and motioned to the bucket like it was some kind of membership badge. "I come here a lot," I said, like the bucket made me part of some elite tier of DIY people. He gave me a weird look and nodded. The realization hit me while I was at a friend's place, helping him fix a broken door latch. We were going through his tools and he pulled out one of those same orange buckets full of random hardware. I said something like, "Oh, hey, you use the shopping buckets too?" And he looked at me like I'd just confessed to drinking paint thinner. "What are you talking about?" he asked. "The buckets. You know, from Home Depot." He blinked. "Dude, those are just buckets, like actual buckets. For stuff. You're not supposed to shop with them." It was one of those moments where time slows down and your brain starts connecting all the dots from the past year. Every cashier asking if I wanted the bucket too. Every employee giving me a subtle side eye as I walked around lugging a 5-gallon drum full of bolts and screws. That one older guy who chuckled and said, "Old school, huh?" when he saw me with it. All of it came flooding back. I felt like an idiot. A very hydrated 5 gallons of stupid idiot. The worst part? I had told other people about the shopping bucket system. I thought I was sharing a life hack. I once told a coworker who had just bought a house that Home Depot had this genius setup where they let you shop with buckets. Way easier to carry around than a cart, I'd said. I never followed up to see if he tried it. I hope to God he didn't. Now every time I walk into Home Depot and see that stack of buckets, I have to fight the urge to pick one up out of sheer muscle memory. They haunt me. I still don't know how the employees never said anything. I think they just let me live in my little bucket fantasy out of pity. So yeah, not my proudest year, but at least I finally bought one. It sits in my closet, full of old nails and shame.